What's going on, y'all? November 9th on a Wednesday. Speak on it for the culture. Today we covering Jay Williams. Speaks out, has some commentary about Kyrie Irving. Y'all know who it is. I'm here with my main man, Terrence. What's going on, bro?
Hey, it's a beautiful day out here, man. Just ready to jump into this topic. Glad that the discussion continues, and we want to be a part of it. Thank you all for joining in, and including us in your daily activities. So let's get to it.
Absolutely, and just hey, thank you for the comments. We're a new show, and it's looking good, man. So we appreciate the views and the engagement. Make sure you engage in with us. Subscribe to the channel, like the channel, like the videos, and definitely comment because I will jump back in there and be like, "What up, though?" All right, let's get into this. Let's get into this video here.
Every day of my life, I approach it with a state of empathy, right? Regardless of what color, what creed, what race you are, I look at people as human beings. I think that's important.
Indeed.
But life is always about taking a stand and holding principles. So I want to explain what I feel like my stance is as a black male in this world, okay? And conversations that I've had with my brothers and sisters in the black community. And I want you guys to empathize with it and hear me on it. So when I hear what Kyrie Irving has to go through in order to be reinstated, I'm appalled. I'm appalled.
Appalled.
And let me give you examples of how I feel like we don't have the same energy and hold other people who have dealt with racial tropes accountable. So when Sarah Silverman does blackface, or when Don Imus says nappy-headed hose, or when Howard Stern calls somebody the N-word in the skit, or when Brett Favre takes money from the state of Mississippi, we don't ask them to get sensitivity training. We don't ask them to donate $500,000. We don't ask them to meet with the Black National Caucus. They apologize, and then you know what? The rest of the world moves on. But what I feel like is happening here, and that's how in the black community, like we've been told that's how the process works, right? Think about that, Bert. That's how the process works. Oh, somebody does a blackface. Oh, it was a misunderstanding. We got it. Okay. Is that person really racist? Probably not. Was it ignorant? Probably so. Okay. We understand it. We move forward. We don't like it. We would love to hold them accountable. But society and having a lot of black people in positions of power, we don't have the governability to do that. But what we feel like happens with Kyrie is even after an apology, it's not enough. We feel like there needs to be more. And a lot of people I've spoken to over the last couple of days talk about this thing. Older mentors of mine talk about buck breaking. So we talk about tropes. This is something that we feel like in the black community that happened way back in the day, where if there was a slave that was defiant, right, he got broken in front of everybody in order to show that he was not in a position of power. And that at the end of the day, he had to do what he was told to do because that's what was mandated of him. And there's a bigger situation going on. What's happening with Kyrie Irving? If the Nets don't want him to be there, just say you don't want him to be there. But we should hold everybody accountable, even owners of teams accountable, with things that are happening in other countries, i.e. China and Uyghurs and the Muslim genocide that is occurring, that we hear Enes Kanter talk about. But we don't keep the same energy for everybody. We pick and choose what conversational points we want to make more polarizing. And I might lose my job. I might lose deal opportunities in the future for speaking out about even the platforms that continue to promote and profit a movie that is considered anti-Semitic to billions of people. They don't have to be accountable. Who is accountable? But we're going to put everything on the shoulders of Kyrie Irving, who, even though he said, I cannot be anti-Semitic because if I know where I came from, stating that he's one of the 4 lost tribes. He's saying that blacks and Jews come from the same entity, the same thing. But we don't want to understand nuance. We want to be triggered by words, and we like fire, and we like things that are, going viral on social media, and everybody has some kind of hot take, and we're calling people idiots, and we're calling people names because that's what we do. We just destroy each other. I ain't gonna destroy each other, man. I'm not gonna do that. Is Kyrie Irving anti-Semitic? Hell no. Could he have gone about it maybe a different way? That's what I would have advised him to do. But I'm not gonna let you guys sit out here and make this dude out to be like he is a villain, like he is a bad person. Wow. He is looking to explore his heritage. Now you can crucify me if you want. I don't give a damn anymore. It's time for people to start speaking out with nuance and speaking out on the principles they stand for. That's all I'll say.
And see,
wow. Take it away, man. Wow.
To quote James Baldwin, to be a Negro in this country and to be relative conscious is to be in a state of rage almost all the time and in one's work. And part of the rage is this: it isn't only what is happening to you. Jay Williams, I commend you for speaking truth, speaking truth in a powerful way. We heard you loud and clear, and this has been the best response to date that I've seen. What are your thoughts?
Amazing point. Amazing point. I hadn't really qualified it against other, people who had come out in favor of Kyrie. It hasn't been very many people. A lot of, some people tiptoed out, and but primarily it's just been backlash. Man, what a strong statement. This is what we want to see. This is what we need to see. This is what our children need to see. And this isn't in contradiction to anything that I think we've said before, because, Jay Williams is an athlete. And it's not that we don't want athletes to take part in the conversation. It's just that these athletes have a bigger platform than the philosophers and scholars who can sit amongst these people, and they don't have a financial incentive to not tell them the absolute truth, because obviously, if you don't know anything about religion or spirituality or anything like that, man, the truth will set you free. We know that a lot of the history is hidden with lies. And when you come in front of these people and you have truth, the power that they have to crush you financially in the media is more than any one person can withstand. So I commend Kyrie for being courageous enough to just, because he didn't really do anything wrong, just courageous enough to say what he believes in. And I commend Jay Williams because he's putting it all on the line, and I appreciate him doing that. And, I was watching the sports shows, and, everybody was coming down on Kyrie. And now everybody's saying that they're coming down too hard on Kyrie. So I think the powers that be gave them permission to say now that the Nets may have gone a little bit too far. I wanted to go over the 6 things that Kyrie had to do with what they asked him to do, which caused Jay Williams to even want to speak out. But before we go over the list here, I wanted to see if you wanted to chime in with anything else.
No, that's pretty much where I wanted to go next. Is in order to be reinstated and to have your job back. You know, these are the six things: issue a verbal apology, condemn the film, share the apology on social media, complete sensitivity training, meet with Jewish leaders in the Brooklyn community, meet with the team owner, and make a $500 donation to anti-hate causes. And I just want to point
500,000.
out, before we dive deeper into this, six. When I saw six, I'm like, what does that number symbolize? And the six-pointed symbol, the Star of David.
Yeah.
I believe that there was something behind that in choosing those six things or six
You know,
tasks that he had to complete.
symbolism is huge in this. You know, in the media and in the movies and in the music, symbolism is huge. So I buy that. I buy that
What
wholeheartedly.
what are your thoughts about the quote reinstatement requirements?
Ridiculous. Goddamn ridiculous. This man should not have to grovel. You know, he said some stuff that I don't agree with, but he has the right to say it. I don't think the earth is flat, but Kyrie does, and that's okay, man. You know what I'm saying? What does it hurting? Like if a boy can be a girl, why can't he think the earth is flat? Like it's harmless, right? And I alluded to this in a previous video, but I really think this is all about the vindication that he has with, for the stance that he took last season with COVID-19 and not wanting to get vaccinated. And they kicked him off the team and held out half of his money. And then they had to pay him all of his money because everybody in New York got all of their money that refused to take this shot. So, this is about the messenger. A lot of it is about the messenger. He also had bad timing with the whole Kanye situation, but I mean, bad timing about whose perspective. He has a right to post a link, and he has a right to believe that, what a lot of other black people believe that, the descendants of slaves are the God's chosen people, or the 12 tribes of Judah, or 12 tribes of Israel, and a lot of people believe that.
And that's the thing. Like we supposedly live in a religious free country. So for you to demean a person for their beliefs kind of goes against the what is supposed to be the fabric of this nation. So again, I say we definitely lead with love, lead with understanding, and I hope that the vindication for Kyrie continues, and I want to see more people walk back some of the comments that they made
Absolutely, man.
regarding him. I think it come with the same energy with the apologies that you came with the vitriol that you have for him. When he clearly stated, if you paid attention to anything that he said, yeah, I watched the documentary. There's parts of it that intrigued me that that I enjoyed, and for you to condemn him for retweeting something that billions of people on Amazon can have access to,
Right
but
now,
there's
still
there's
on there.
no yeah, and numbers are definitely flying. Like, where is this same energy for Jeff for Benzos? Where's that same energy for him?
Benzos.
Yeah,
Jeff
Benzos.
Bezos.
He ain't Bezos. He's Benzos.
All about the Benzemans.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
so
So yeah, man. That is how I feel. I think it's great to see Jay Williams come out and stick up for Kyrie Irving. Um, Floyd Mayweather also came out with a statement uh, in support, very strong. But of course, Floyd Mayweather, because he's self-made. But these cats that got to answer to a boss. It's only so far that they're going to be able to go with what they can say. And that's why they need to have the people in the room who can say what they can't and can articulate it more succinctly, to get the point across and the message out, right? So,
And I was in the comment section, so I did hear what people were saying,
hey man, I love
and
it.
yeah, we definitely love it, enjoy it, and keep it up for keep that same energy for this video. But when we're referencing our philosophers and our scholars and bringing those people onto or into the limelight a little bit more, we're not saying that we devalue what these athletes are saying. We're not saying that your opinion doesn't matter. We're saying that you have a platform that these folks don't have. Take a moment, and if you're really about the cause, you're really about the empowerment of our community, and put these scholars, put these people on your platform so that the message can get out. And we can keep growing as a community, because we gotta control the message. And if you look at our society, we're pretty much the only ones who are always everywhere when it comes to staying on task. We're this way, that way, that way. No, we gotta keep the message. We gotta be 10 toes down and push a hard line when it comes to protecting our own. And we can't be reactive. We need to be proactive. So
I
here's an
agree.
opportunity.
Let me just say this: that in no way do we condone hate or hate speech. In no way are we anti-Semitic or anything like that. I understand Kanye West when he says that he's jealous of the organization and the way that community does business is something that is worth modeling. And we have over $1 trillion in wealth within the black community, and we don't have to ask anybody's permission to be great anymore. So instead of talking, hating what someone else is doing, you take the meat and you throw away the bones, man. The best parts of what they're doing that we can mimic as a people, that's what we need to do. Because, hey, man, I got a almost 9-month-old daughter, and I want the future to be bright for her, and I need for things to change. And I appreciate where the conversation is right now. What a time to be alive.
Definitely, definitely.
Any final thoughts?
Jay, thanks for stepping out and doing what you did. Taking the moment to really defend not just Kyrie, but us in general. We needed that. We heard the passion in your voice, and we really commend you on making yourself vulnerable and putting yourself in the position where there could have been some backlash. But when you lead with love and you lead with respect, and you're showing the camaraderie of a people, we got you. So even if Disney don't want you no more, we got you, man.
That's what's up. Hey, and that's for the culture. We out.
Peace, love.